What if I told you the Xbox, a titan in the gaming world, was almost never made? It's a story of ambition, rebellion, and a high-stakes gamble that changed video games forever. Let's rewind to the late 90s. Microsoft was the undisputed king of PC software. They saw a new threat looming on the horizon: Sony's PlayStation 2. It was not just a gaming console. It was being marketed as a home entertainment hub that could potentially replace the PC in the living room. For Bill Gates, this was a Trojan horse, and he wasn't about to let it conquer his territory without a fight. So, in a bold, almost crazy move for engineers from Microsoft's DirectX team, Seamus Blackley, Kevin Bichesse, Ted Hayes, and Otto Burks pitched an idea. They wanted to build a console using PC parts. Their project was codenamed the DirectX Box, which was eventually shortened to just Xbox. The idea was initially met with huge skepticism. Many at Microsoft thought it was a waste of time and money, a distraction from their core business of software. Bill Gates himself famously called the initial pitch an insult to everything I've had done at this company. But the team didn't give up. They refined their pitch, emphasizing how a Microsoft console could leverage their DirectX technology and Windows architecture to dominate the living room. Finally, after a tense meeting, they got the green light. The race was on. Microsoft poured billions into the project, building a machine that was, frankly, a beast. It featured a 733 MHz Intel processor, a powerful NVIDIA graphics card, and something revolutionary for consoles at the time: a built-in hard drive. This was a monster compared to the PlayStation 2 and Nintendo GameCube. On November 15, 2001, the original Xbox launched in North America, with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Bill Gates himself on stage to unveil it. But a powerful machine is nothing without games. Microsoft knew this, so they went on a shopping spree, acquiring developers like Bungie. And that acquisition gave them their killer app, their system seller. The reason millions of people bought an Xbox: Halo. Combat Evolved. Halo wasn't just a game. It was a phenomenon. It single-handedly proved that first-person shooters could work, and work brilliantly on a console. Alongside Halo, the launch of Xbox Live in 2002 was a game-changer. It wasn't the first online service for a console, but it was the first one that got it right. With a unified friends list, voice chat, and seamless matchmaking, it set the standard for online console gaming that we still see today. The original Xbox sold over 24 million units, a respectable debut, but it still trailed far behind the PlayStation 2. It was a costly first step, but it established Microsoft as a serious player. Then came the next generation. Microsoft learned from their first attempt and came out swinging. In 2005, they launched the Xbox 360, a full year ahead of Sony's PlayStation. This head start was a strategic masterstroke. The 360 was a sleek, powerful machine with a vastly improved Xbox Live service, a focus on digital downloads through the Xbox Live Arcade, and a robust library of games. Franchises like Gears of War showcased the console's graphical power, while titles like Mass Effect offered deep, cinematic experiences. The 360 became the go-to console for many gamers, especially for multiplayer titles like Call of Duty. However, it wasn't a flawless victory. The Red Ring of Death, a widespread hardware failure, became a notorious issue, costing Microsoft over $1 billion in repairs and warranty extensions. It was a massive PR disaster, but to their credit, they stood by their product and fixed the problem for consumers, a move that likely saved the brand's reputation. Despite this setback, the Xbox 360 was a massive success, selling over 84 million units and truly going toe-to-toe with the PlayStation 3, evening the score in the console wars. This generation also saw the introduction of the Kinect, a motion-sensing camera that, while innovative, never quite found its footing with core gamers, but sold millions and showcased Microsoft's willingness to experiment. As the seventh generation wound down, Microsoft prepared for its next big move. In 2013, the Xbox One was revealed, and the launch was a zaki, to say the least. The initial focus was on the Xbox One being an all-in-one entertainment device for the living room, a hub for TV, movies, and games. This message, combined with a higher price point and confusing policies about used games and an always-online requirement, led to a significant backlash from the gaming community. Sony capitalized on this. positioning the PlayStation 4 as a pure, powerful for the gamer's machine at a lower price. Microsoft found itself on the back foot from day one. They quickly reversed their most unpopular policies before launch, but the damage was done. The PS4 took an early and commanding sales lead. It was a tough period for the Xbox brand. Then a change in leadership brought Phil Spencer to the forefront. Spencer refocused the entire Xbox division on one thing: games. Initiated a series of pro-consumer moves that would slowly but surely turn the tide. The biggest move was the creation of Xbox Game Pass in 2017, dubbed the Netflix of gaming. This subscription service gave players access to a massive, rotating library of games for a low monthly fee. More importantly, Microsoft committed to putting all of their first-party exclusive titles on Game Pass the day they launch. This was an unprecedented value proposition. Fundamentally changed how people access and play games. They also introduced backward compatibility, making thousands of original Xbox and Xbox 360 games playable on the Xbox One, preserving gaming history and adding immense value to the ecosystem. They went on another acquisition spree, buying up legendary studios like Bethesda, the makers of Fallout, and The Elder Scrolls, to bolster their first-party game output. This new, gamer-focused philosophy culminated in the launch of the Xbox Series X and Series S in 2020. Instead of just one console, they offered a choice: the Series X, the most powerful console on the market for hardcore enthusiasts, and the Series S, a smaller, all-digital console at a more affordable price, designed to be the perfect entry point for Game Pass. This dual console strategy, combined with the power of Game Pass and a growing portfolio of studios, has positioned Xbox not just as a hardware manufacturer, but as a massive gaming ecosystem that spans console, PC, and even mobile through cloud gaming. From a risky bet to challenge Sony through hardware failures and PR stumbles, to redefining the very business model of gaming, the story of Xbox is a testament to perseverance. It's a journey that has shaped the industry, pushed technology forward, and given us some of the most iconic games and moments in history. What started as a defensive move to protect the PC has evolved into one of the most exciting and forward-thinking platforms in entertainment. The console war is far from over, but one thing is for sure: Xbox is here to stay. And the next chapter is bound to be just as exciting. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of gaming.